Hi, my name is Patrick. This specific video is to tell you about 4 books that I would recommend you to read in the month of January. So I'll recommend 4 books every month. If you have different genres, you can pick up whichever book you like, whichever book you enjoy and read. Right? So if possible, read different books of different genres, check out which type of books that you enjoy reading, and then create a good habit of reading. Okay, so here we are talking of 4 different books. First book, Malgudi Days, R.K. Narayan, very famous. It was also formed, series of, television serials on Malgudi Days. Fountain Ed by Ayn Rand. Little tough in terms of reading a bigger book, but it's a very different and interesting book, a novel, story book, but a different thought process, well known. So if you feel that you enjoy reading such kind of books, you can do it. 1984 George Orwell book is a very famous book, quoted lot of times. You can quote this maybe even in your VAT and a PI. It's a very very famous book. And Mastery Robert Greene is more of a self-help books, how to improve yourself with the help of examples that is mentioned. So Malgudi Days, so more of short stories, very interesting read. So if you're just beginning to read, or even if you're a person who's reading regularly, I would definitely recommend this book. A very very good book to begin your reading as well as maybe read to for enjoyment sake. So almost 32 stories which are there in the book, and you can pick up the book and start reading. It was described in a New York Times on their review. I think it's a good book to read, and that is a very very different book to read. So in terms of, he has his own ideas with regards to believe that individualism is superior to collectivism. That's what he mentions, and that whole idea he has brought in form of a novel and written the story. Little lengthy read, so if you're not used to reading, maybe you can keep this for a later part when you are used to reading it. But if you're a regular reader, I think this is a good book to read as such. 1984 George Orwell, short book. It has a very deep inside meaning on that. So basically Orwell is for democracy and is against dictatorship. This is more of talking about how he wrote this book way back. So he took in the future in 1984, if there is a dictatorship, how would it look like? I mean, so he has a own idea. So if you want to understand interest in politics, etc., I think it's a good book to read. And it is quoted a lot of time, and his book, the other book, Animal Farm, is also a very famous book, worth reading. Mastery is more of a self-help book, given examples, tells you how to go about improving yourself. So what led to famous people in terms of their success, and therefore it gives you maybe some idea in terms of what you need to do in order to improve yourself. So these are the 4 books. See what you enjoy, see what you're comfortable with, and then maybe you can read accordingly. Right? So hope you enjoy reading. Thank you.